Okay, so like first thing that I think you should do is like since your bot lane is being hovered by your team, like bot lane
Yeah.
river, you want to go and hover like maybe here or like stay in the bush over here. So you
Yeah.
have vision on the other side as well, because you don't know if they're gonna be invading your red or not, which
Yeah.
they do at least in like higher elos they do quite frequently. So it's gonna be good for you to like check.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Usually I would recommend you to go fleet versus matchups where you get heavily harassed. Um,
Yeah, that makes sense. I actually opted for Electrocute Ignite because I felt like I could maybe win a cheese all-in with my jungler because I was duo with him.
yeah, but the thing is like until level 6 it's gonna be hard for you to go in and proc electrocute.
Yeah,
Um,
I feel Electrocute usually works better in melee matchups in my opinion.
yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
makes sense.
so that is something that I can recommend you. So like first thing, like you don't want to give her that much space. Like when you stay like that, because like the wave is here. Let me close this real quick. The wave is here, and you just stay there for some reason. So like she gets more aggressive this way, because she already knows you're scared you won't contest in, so she can like now zone you out of the CS. Because if she just stays like this, she can like hit you all the time, and you won't like catch some of the CS.
Yeah.
Instead, you can try like since you usually should start W with Kassadin, um, you may try to like take 1-2 minions from the start, and since she's gonna be ranged, like you don't want to over push, so like you don't end up pushing into her, but you can like push a little bit, so it doesn't you don't let her push your wave under the turret. Okay, so
Yeah.
if you take 1-2 minions for example, and she takes them with a slight delay, when you back off, since she's usually in control of the wave, she'll be doing more damage than you will do to the minions, and eventually she will start like slow pushing towards you, but she won't crush you that easy. Because if you get crashed as Kassadin, like she can start like damaging you again, because you're under turret and gonna be focusing on the CS, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
also this way you give her like full priority. She can do whatever she wants, because like the wave is secured under your turret. So you don't want to like be pushed, but like maybe um, be slow pushed instead, like stay around this area or something.
Hmm.
Eventually, at some point, you get pushed, yeah, but like you don't want to get pushed on like level 2 or level 3.
Uh-huh. Okay.
So right now you're just like zoning yourself, which is not very good. And like those 2 minions that you just lost, like you got one of them, you could have like if you started W, you could have secured them. And like the only like she might hit you with Q or something, but like you can try to like whenever you see her going for a basic attack or something on a minion, for example, you can use that time to go in and hit the minion. Okay?
Yeah.
And there's like fleet footwork would get very handy here, because if you go in and hit the minion, you get movement speed to back off, so she cannot like damage you in that time. So this way, like when she hits the minion, you hit it back. This way, you make the wave like uh, even, kind of, so it won't crash into you, or like she won't be pushing as fast. Okay.
Hmm.
And also, like, you can use that time to secure minions while she's hitting other minions, so you don't get harassed. For example, right now, if we were staying a little bit closer, she'll go for this last hit, right? If you had, like, let's say W or something, you can go hit W, you get fleet footwork, and, like, you run out with the movement speed bonus you get.
Yeah, that's actually pretty smart, not gonna lie.
So you can do that to, like, try to deal with the poke a little bit. Because you don't want to be, like, constantly using um, your spells and everything for minions. And here, by the way, since she walks into you, right? If she
Hmm.
hits you only once, it her basic attack does 50, right?
Yeah.
Your 3 minions will do like 34 maybe to her, cause like they will aggro on her right now. You see 3 hits
Yeah.
and like even more. She got even more. So That means in order for her to make this trait be worth for her, um, she will go for a Q as well. Because otherwise, if she goes for a basic attack only, the minions will out damage her. Okay.
Hmm.
So here, instead of like letting her like Q you, you want it to Q back. So this way you damage her, you get taste of blood. You do like 60 damage to her, you get 20 back, and then you have a shield that will like get like 40ish, and out of her like 80 Q, you get like 40 damage. You do 60, and you heal 20 back. So in total, you get like 20.
Uh-huh.
So you out trade her this way. So you really want to be looking, because like it's very obvious that she wants to go for it, right? Because she goes to basic
Yeah.
attack you, then the Q, since she's a champion that can basic attack and Q at the same time, like Orianna for example, she can go for those basic attack Q combos all the time. Okay?
Hmm.
So when she walks in, you want to like Q her. I'm gonna speed up a bit here. Uh,
Yeah.
do you even? No. Oh, okay, you get the XP. Okay. But the thing is, like, you're zoning yourself kind of too much. Like, you want to use those like moments when she's let's say hitting other minions to hit them as well.
Yeah.
Because right now when you're under turret, like she can harass you quite a lot. Because the wave usually ends up in this position. It's not under here, but under here instead. Because early game, champions don't have that much power to crash it in. Okay.
Yeah.
So like she cannot crash it that fast. So like next wave appears and you see it zones here. So if you go in for a base attack here on the minions, she can damage you without getting tower aggro, right? So she won't get shot from the tower. This way it's free for her, because like if you try to trade back with her or something, you miss the CS. So in both cases she wins, right?
Yeah.
So you want to like prepare yourself and prepare the wave a little bit earlier by like going in for some hits, because this way if you like let's say pushed a little bit of the minions or something, um, the wave could be like somewhere here or like somewhere here, like not under your turret. So this way you're, because like right now the turret forces you to come in, because otherwise the turret gets the minion, right?
Yeah.
But if it's somewhere a little bit like here or something like that, a little bit deeper into her, uh, you can walk in whenever they're low. So it's much better for you because you can farm safer, and you can also wait for your Q cooldown, so you can use it for the minions. But here it's like first the minions don't set up very good for you. You have to usually use your Q and basic attack or W if they're full HP, because you cannot walk in to set them up right now. She'll harass you quite a lot. So you're forced to use spells, and second, like the tower forces you to go in. You don't like choose when to go in, the tower forces you. Otherwise you miss the CS. So yeah, just like try not to zone yourself too much early. And like I would recommend like fleet footwork is really like helpful in this situation.
Yeah. It would help out a lot here.
And like something that you do is like instead of running a little bit towards your second turret, like up, you walk in a straight line like this, and you don't get out of her basic attack range. So she just got electrocute proc on you. Uh,
Uh-huh.
so if you're gonna do this, at least use your Q so you can like block the electrocute damage. But I mean, you could have walked a little bit, like one step up, and since the electrocute time span in between basic attacks or abilities is very small, you could have walked back in like 1 second and like she won't be able to proc electro anymore. Okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, just a second. Of course, for some, like you wanna contest more minions right now, because you missed quite a lot that could be contestable. For example, a little bit like 1-2 seconds ago, there was a minion dying next to you, and she was
Yeah.
hitting minions over here. So why not go in like hit this minion and kill it? Like you're missing on free gold. Um, and of course, there will be situations where you don't like you want to give up on some CS, but this was not one of them. So like you can try to secure it. and this way you get your core items faster. Because right now the difference in minions is like 10, and you probably lose even more. That's kind of too much of a difference. Usually you wanna aim to get at least half of the wave. Like I say, like in some situations you might not be able to, but like at least aim for half of the wave. So right now you should have, at this point there were 3 waves. You want to have at least like 9 CS at this point. Okay.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, like here at least you could have secured that cannon, to be honest. And like just try to like W it. It's much easier. Like Q does almost no damage early game. Like
Yeah.
securing minions, you should do it with your W instead. Um, but yeah, like try to position yourself, because like you walk in the last moment here for the cannon, so she can just use her E and you lose it. Well, you want to walk a little bit earlier, and like even if you have to use Q basic attack W, it's still worth it, because like the cannon will give you a lot of gold. Like it's 60 gold or something, so it's quite a big deal. Uh,
Yeah.
so you want to do it, at least secure the cannons, because right now, if we check the gold difference, it's 200, and you have never died or like anything, but it's 200 gold difference at that point. Something else, by the way, um when it's like this, like the minions are next to you and you're waiting them to get damaged, try to stay out of her range. Like when you see her walking towards you, that means she wants to kill you, because you're staying on the same spot all the time, so it's very easy shot for her. So when you see her coming in, just go backwards, and then I go, like, because the minion has to take one more tower shot, so there's no need for you to be waiting for it. You're just staying vulnerable this way, so you can like go backwards and then secure it afterwards. When it gets low, you just go in, hit it, go back. Okay?
Yeah.
Because you know she has no QE right now. I mean she has no E because she used it over here, and her E cooldown is like how much? Like 15 seconds, 16. So it's quite big cooldown, and you just want to play around it. So right now here she could not QE you. So I don't think you should be staying like this in the minions, because it's very easy for her to hit you. Instead, like walk in when they're about to like die, when you need to be doing that last hit. Otherwise, if you just stay on them and waiting for them to get low, she can easily like damage you all the time. Nice. Now you want to crash the wave, but Sak is getting killed, and they
Yeah.
also TP in, so you cannot push it, which is very unfortunate for you, to be honest.
Yeah, I can crash the wave.
One thing you can do though is like here, since you saw Camille use her E, you know, Syndra has no TP. Camille's E cooldown is around 19 seconds. 16, okay, 16 seconds. Um, so what you could have done, instead of like trying to E them, like it makes no sense to try to E them here, right? Because like you won't save anyone, you don't get anything by damaging them, so you just waste your abilities, right?
Yeah.
So what you could have done is like go there, secure as much minions as you can. Probably Shivana will come in to gank you. You start running towards the bottom river. So, like, you just try to position yourself around here. Like, do you see my mouse, by the way?
Yeah, I do.
Somewhere here. Try to get the minions as fast as you can. You had E also. So even if you don't like manage to crash the entire wave, at least you crash some part of it. I mean, you kill some part of it, so you won't lose as much, and then you can go for a recall. Okay?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because let's say if there were, because right now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 minions to 6 minions, right? If you make them go 6 to 3, you will eventually maybe crash into wave under her turret. Because the next wave, like the next wave is very late. Right now, the next wave is on your Nexus turrets, so you have enough time. Like if you kill those 3 here, and your minions start focusing those 3 here, you have time to like to crash it in. And since like Syndra died very recently, she's still here. So instead of trying to like help Zack here, while you cannot really do anything, you just wanted to secure your wave and then like um, go back. Because right now you're kind of doing it very late. Syndra won't lose as much, right?
Yeah.
And also like Syndra could have came in, but I guess she's taking the red. But yeah, like Syndra comes in and catches the wave. If you did it as soon as like Camille used that E over the wall here, it could be much better for you, right? She could have lost the entire wave.
Yeah.
And the thing is, uh, if you recall now, the wave will be somewhere here, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh, but like if you recall a little bit earlier, and you managed to kill those minions, the wave could be somewhere here. I mean, right now if she tries to freeze it, it will be slow pushing to you, obviously, but she'll have that like time to maybe set up a gank with her jungler, because you have to go in this area somewhere. While if you manage to take it here, like crash the wave in, the wave would reset over here, right?
Yeah.
And since it's canon, even if she tries to crash it in, she won't do it in time. Or like at least you will catch like 5 out of the 7 CS of that wave, okay?
Yeah.
Because let's say one dies, like because if she wants to crash it, she has to kill like use abilities all the time, right? So let's say one of your melee minions dies, the next one dies to the tower, and then the tower focuses the cannon. So you have 5 CS left, okay?
Yeah.
While this way, the chance of you missing more CS if she ends up freezing it is much bigger, and also then the wave won't be in a good setup for you. So you have to like stay in this area. Like staying deep with Kassadin is very bad because you're immobile. You can get very easily ganked. Um, and the thing is, like, let's say Twisted Fate is the similar champion. He's very immobile, so but at least he has stun, right?
Yeah.
While you have nothing. So like if they come in, if Syndra lands one E on you, you're dead pretty much. Because like Shyvana can DPS you all the time. Then even if you flash out, she has W to like catch you, or like she even has flash right now. So you're pretty dead if they manage to catch you right now. So the wave is not in a very good spot for you. As you can see, like it's still pushing towards you, but you see the next wave is like here. Instead of being
Yeah.
somewhere here, it's over there. So it's not very good for you. So now you're forced to wait for her to push it in. This is not such a big problem, to be honest. It's minimalistic, but I mean you can improve on that a little bit, because
Yeah.
it could be in a better spot for you. By the way, I would recommend you in high range matchups like Syndra, for example. I would recommend you to max Q, because with maxing your E, she can like stay out of your range all the time. Like her Q range is much bigger than your E range. Okay.
Yeah.
So if you max Q, you have actually some chance to like damage her when she comes in to damage you. You have a chance to trade. While if you max your E, like your E range is like, let's say from here to here, uh, to here somewhere.
Yeah.
It's not that big, right? So like if she's staying here and queuing you all the time, you won't be able to use your most powerful ability. You have only one Q, which does like 80 damage, and it's like totally mana waste at this point, right?
Yeah.
So instead you can max your Q, you can be doing like 100 damage with your Q on like level 2. Or like, let's say level 3 you do like 120 or something. It's much better than like your E, because your E won't get that used. So like, the two things that you like have to fix is like in range matchups, go for fleet and like max your Q.
Yeah.
Because it's much better for you this way. Because by the time you get out of the laning phase, and actually start using those E's, you'll probably have like level 8, level 9, level 10 even, when you're gonna be starting to roam. And like if you count on level 6, your E will be like level 3, and that entire time it won't be used correct, like it won't be used at its 100%. Well, let's say you have Q, and like from level 3 to level 5, you can use it constantly, and actually be doing some damage with it. While your E will probably be useful only for like CS right now.
Yeah.
And you won't really get into situations where you will crash the wave. I mean, at least not that often. So like your E max is not really that useful. Because I mean your E is very good for controlling the waves, like pushing them. But like right now she's the one like leading this lane because of the range advantage. And also her wave being more here, like she has more minions, so pretty much your E won't get that in hand. You will not be using it optimally. Just a second, I wanna remove that. Okay, so pretty much like I'm gonna skip this part because like we cannot do anything. You just wait to like take the wave.
Yeah, that was casual. I thought she was in the boom plane when I hit it. She wasn't.
The idea is though, like when you're playing a champion that you wanna like scale as hard, you don't want to be rotating for fights that are like, let's say no, Zack and Shyvana were fighting here or something. You know, if you rotate, the rotation will be like 90% successful, right?
Yes.
But here, like Zack is running away, she's running away. You won't really achieve anything, so you just leave your lane. Let's say if Sunjo had like some um, better idea on how to play the lane. Let's say she crashed the wave right now, because she can do it very fast. Like she's level 6 right now. Level 3 Q does like 180, as you can see. So she needs to WQ E your backline. Your backline dies. You have 2 minions left. So if she crashed in the wave, you could have lost that cannon. And I think, like, you still lose it, yeah, because of the minions. But like, the thing is that you don't want to be rotating for plays that are not very high percentage, especially when you try to scale as fast as you can. Because right now she got the cannon, that's 90 XP, that's 60 gold, right? But you missed
Yeah.
on it, you don't get it. So you just make the difference on your lane bigger, therefore your lane gets harder, right?
Yeah.
And like usually when you're playing scaling champions, you want your lane to be as easy as possible, right?
Yes.
So here at this point you wanted to secure your CS and the wave, because like let's say you rotate there and you get a kill, okay?
Uh huh.
Let's say the fight gets up to here or something. You won't one-shot her because like you're not that strong yet. So let's say you fight for like 10 seconds, okay?
Uh huh.
By that time, um, Syndra, for example, she got a plate, I think, or maybe if she didn't, let's say she stood on lane, okay? Like she has to do, because like if you're rotating first in your jungle, you're gonna be there first, so there's no reason for her to try to rotate. So let's say she takes that wave, takes the plate. So in a cannon wave, there is how much? Two. It's 170 gold around that area, I think.
Yeah.
So what ends up happening is she gets 170, then 150, which is 320, right? If you get the kill, you may get 300, because you don't know if you're gonna get the kill or not, because like you didn't know if the play is secure or something. But let's say you even know that you're 100% gonna get the kill. You get 300 gold, okay? She
Yeah.
gets 320 only by the minions. But let's say she crashes the wave in, right? So you end up losing experience from the minions and you lose minions as well. So let's say you get half of the wave. Even if you get like let's say 100 gold more, so let's say you get 400, she gets 320. The gold difference is only 80. She gets around 300 XP though. You get almost like 100. You lose like 200 XP. And like 200 XP that early in the game is like 1/3 of the entire level, right?
Yeah.
So right now, like even if you get the kill, but she manages to crash in the wave, it's still a bad play for you, because in long term she'll be more ahead. Because like the level difference, especially early game, is very big. Like level difference can be neglected. Let's say like mid game, it's not that important. Like let's say you're level 12, she's level 11. It's not that big of a deal, right? But early game, especially like in between the level 5 and level 6, because like you get the ultimate, the difference there is very solid, because like her ultimate does around like max 300 damage, right?
Yeah.
No, it's minimum total damage. So that means let's say she has 4 spheres, she can do like 350, right? Something like
Yeah.
that. So she can do 350 while you can't do anything because you don't have ult yet. So that's a pretty big difference right there. So if you end up fighting here or something, because like let's say she crashed in the wave, the next wave comes somewhere here and you have to contest CS, you'll either lose the CS or die to a fight because she's very powerful right now with the ultimate difference. So I think like in this situation you should not roam. Instead, like you should try to secure your wave, especially when it's that big of a wave. Let's say it's slow pushing towards you, but it's somewhere here, right? And the minion difference is like, let's say 8 to 6 CS, okay?
Yes.
If you leave the lane like this, by the time you come back, because like the play is somewhere here, by the time you come back, it will be somewhere in this area, or like just crashing in your wave, in your tower. You won't lose as much, right? But like
Yeah.
leaving your lane while it's almost next to your turret is very easy for Syndra to crash it in. So you just want to check where your wave is placed and like ask yourself if it's actually worth it to rotate for that play.
I see.
Okay, since right now she's missing, you know Shyvana is on Drake, you want to crash this wave in and then recall. Which you do, which is pretty good. Oh wait, you don't recall?
No, I think I go for a ward.
Okay.
I
Wait,
had like
do you?
800 gold here, I think.
You
Wait, I
didn't.
didn't even. I just
You didn't
no, I
ward.
just checked the raptors.
Oh, well, okay. But I mean, like, checking the Raptors here, it's not gonna help you with anything, because, like, you cannot fight Shyvana there. Also, Zac is not there. What can end up happening is, let's say, Syndra comes from here, and, like, you might get caught in their jungle, because, like, you were somewhere here, right? Which is
Yeah.
quite deep. Um, so, like, even if you get the information that she's there, it's not really useful. Let's say in a situation where the enemy jungler is completely missing out of the map and nobody knows where it is, yeah, it might be a good idea, because this way you kinda let your other laners play more aggressively. But right now everyone knew she was in the bot side jungle, because she took Drake, right?
Yeah.
So I don't think like it was very worth it. And right now what happens is like instead of recalling and using your gold, for example here you can buy Dark Seal, you can buy Amplifying Tome, or let's say Boots, whatever, and you can buy a Control Ward with that amount of gold you have. Okay?
Yeah.
Maybe not Control Ward if you go for Amplifying Tome, but if you go for Boots, you can. Um, but instead, you stay, and right now, like, what happens is you get in a fight, and since, like, she recalled, she used her gold right now, she has only 300, uh, you're forced to stay right now on this lane. Otherwise, you lose the entire wave, which is very bad for you, right? But on the
Yeah.
other hand, if you don't recall, you cannot actually get the wave, because like she can kill you. Like you're 300 HP, and she has 78 AP right now, and also a level difference. So, like, the best thing you can do is like try to secure maybe cannon with Q, and then look for a recall, or like try to secure minions that are gonna be very easy for you to take. But like in all situations, you can get abused very hard here. Like this situation that you're put in currently is always lose-lose for you.
Yeah.
You cannot get the wave because you're gonna get killed. You cannot recall because you're gonna lose the wave, but you cannot stay because you're gonna die if she plays it correctly. So right now, you're basically coin flipping and like checking if she can actually kill you or not. What you can do though, instead of like trying to help Zac here, you could have tried with Zac, because like she's under your turret. You have level 3 ultimate stacked right now.
Yeah.
You could have tried to one-shot her. You have Ignite, you have ultimate on level 3, I mean 3 stacks, and you can all-win her. If Zac comes in, you might kill her, she has no ultimate. So that's the play that you're looking for. But if you're playing solo queue, this play won't usually get played. Or even now you don't do it. So right now, currently, you're in a very bad position and you cannot really do anything. She has her QE, if you jump on her, you will get killed. She gets plates, you're losing CS, they could have dived you maybe? No, actually, I don't know. Maybe not. But the thing is like, you're losing a lot of CS here. Instead, like if you recalled earlier, you could have used your gold, and the other thing is that you refill your corrupting potion as well, which is pretty important on a lane where you get harassed consistently, right?
Yeah.
You want to have that health coming in. So after securing a wave, because you crashed in the wave, it was a very good recall time for you. You should just recall. There was nothing else for you to achieve. Like checking the raptors was not really needed. So
Yeah.
instead of putting you in a bad position, because like she recalls, right? She uses the gold and she refills her HP and mana. If you stay there, you're unrefilled on HP, you're unrefilled on mana, and also you're unrefilled on corrupting potions. And also you don't have damage, because like she went back and got Lost Chapter, which is like a very solid item early game. So what's happening is like she gets full control of the wave, and since it's gonna um, be resetting because you crashed in the wave, then she can get the priority again and like make a big wave slow pushing to you. And like if she does that, let's say if you go for Rico, she crashes the wave, you lose the entire wave. If you stay, you get harassed and you might die because you're half HP, right?
Yeah.
So like recalling here was definitely your best choice. Okay, right now you want to crash the wave in, but it's yeah, you see, like she can still stay while you're low HP. Now you can get killed,
Yeah.
and
Yeah, I think I die there.
that
Yeah, I do.
happens. Yeah. So you can like the whole idea with the recall fucked you up very hard. Okay, that was not a bad trade to be honest. The thing is, you wanna crash in the wave and recall instantly right now. Okay, you do it. This time you do it. This fight is actually very good for you to be honest.
Yeah.
Okay, you wanna
Now
go
I got the kill.
you wanna go bot lane now. Secure as much chase as you can. Because like even with you or without you, they can secure the Drake at this point. Because like 4 of them are dead, and you have like Vayne that can true damage the wave. While the bot lane is being untaken, it already takes your mid lane. So you can secure bot lane wave while they do Drake. Or try to take it as fast as you can, because you have ultimate and E, you can have very good wave clear. Then you can go for the Drake afterwards. The thing is, you don't want to be missing on that wave that they already took you. And since like your bot lane will be forcing the Drake, they won't be taking it anyways. So it's better for you to like take it and then take Drake as well, right? This way like the bot lane wave doesn't go to waste.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
I went for that because the Shyvana had shut down.
Yeah, it's actually not bad.
And Vayne ended up killing Syndra, so that's actually pretty good.
Yeah,
for
I
us,
mean,
think.
even if you didn't get killed on Cinder, it was still fine. The thing is that like I thought that you would one-shot Shyvana and you didn't.
Yeah.
Right now you should be aiming to go bot lane.
Yeah, I think I actually ended up doing going bot
Yeah,
after
you get
Blue.
blue, yeah, to go bot.
Yeah.
Oh no, wait.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay, I guess you go. Something you have to do though is because like Vayne is pushing mid lane, right? There's no wave from mid lane to take. However, there is a bot lane wave. Instead of taking blue, because like if you take blue, you stay there for a lot of time, right? And
Yeah.
instead of pushing the bot lane wave and securing it, and then taking blue because you have nothing else to lose or like take, you end up taking the blue, and the wave just dies to your minions. So you lose the entire wave from bot lane, right?
Yeah.
Why don't you just like secure the wave first, and then like secure the blue?
Yeah, that makes sense.
So like this way you can actually like get as much gold as possible, because the blue is gonna be staying there until somebody like a champion kills it, right? While your wave is gonna be dying from your minions, like the enemy wave. So yeah, just secure the minions before jungle camps, no matter what it is. Even if it takes like 10 seconds, for those 10 seconds, like 5 minions can die, okay?
Yeah.
So like first, always wave before the jungle camps. Oh wait, why am I watching Vayne though? Okay. By the way, if you don't understand something or like you want to ask for something else that I don't see, you can just go ahead and like we can talk about it.
I actually want to ask, when and when not to buy Rod of Ages and Kassadin. I usually just get
Um,
it every game after I buy tier, but I know there's sometimes you're not supposed to buy it, but I don't know when that is.
Usually, like let's say, like usually they go for the Lost Chapter build into like Archangel when they want to like get their power spike faster. Like in long term, Road of Ages is more powerful. You get better
Yeah,
scaling. But with Archangel, you get the scaling faster. Um,
I see.
but the good thing about Road of Ages is like since it has HP and everything, it's better in lanes. Let's say when you get heavily harassed, when you're not the one doing the damage, but you're the one taking the damage mostly. For example, in this situation, Road of Ages is fine because you get the 1001k gold item with the HP and the mana. I forgot the name of it. Uh, and I believe, let's check. Can I open the? Oh, you have it. Yeah, this one. So
Yeah, Kassadin.
15% of the damage taken from champions is gained as mana, which is good. And then like spending the mana restores the HP, which is
Yeah,
good in situations where you get heavily harassed. So in situation like when you're playing versus um a champion that is gonna be harassing you, this item is very good. Okay.
yeah,
But let's say if you play versus something that doesn't harass you as much, let's think of a champion like that. Let's say Echo, okay? He cannot one-shot you, and he cannot harass you as much. This is a good time to build, for example, Archangel, right? So that means like tier into Lost Chapter, and then you get the stuff. And then the third case is when you're playing versus AD Assassins, Zed Talon, Kiana, for example. There you do a completely different build because you rush Seekers, and then you can still get the Archangel.
yeah,
But like getting Archangel or going for Rod of Ages is very like depend. Like let's say you have a early winning top lane or bot lane, you can risk and go for Rod of Ages. But the thing is like since you already buy Seekers, then it's gonna take you even more time to buy Rod of Ages and therefore get more time to stack it.
yeah.
While like if you buy the tier instead and like start stacking the Archangel, it's gonna be like your power spike will be much earlier, okay?
Uh-huh.
So at least I do it this way. Like I buy Seekers, I go for Archangel because my power spike doesn't get delayed that much. Because I cannot like especially in current state of the game where early game everything is very important, especially with the Drakes. I don't want to be like stacking my items until 30 minutes into the game and then being useful. I want to get useful at like let's say level 11, okay? When I
Yeah,
have one item or something, I want to start doing stuff. But if I'm, let's say, if I'm going for Road of Ages, if I don't want to like um, scale even later, I skip on the tier, which is not very good for me. If I go for the tier though, I scale even later because like 850 is um, like a lot of gold early game. So um, I don't get to spend it on Road of Ages. I spend it on a external item. So I spend even more time stacking Road of Ages afterwards, right? So
yeah,
if I'm playing versus AD, I just go Seekers and then I go Archangel. Okay?
yeah.
I'm gonna speed up here because like nothing happens. You see a top
Uh-huh.
fight, however, here you can start rotating for it. To be honest, right now, because Nami is there, and you're gonna be having that different like advantage over them. But I
I'm
mean,
pretty sure Syndra already went.
Shyvana kinda ain't it. Okay.
Yeah, she kinda ended.
Uh, but yeah,
But I think Syndra rotated before I even clicked the wave, which is why I just went to the recall.
yeah, but you have a number advantage there, so that means the fight won't end that fast because like Nami is there as well, right?
Yeah.
But I mean like Shyvana died in like 1 second, so I guess it's fine to not rotate. Okay, you might kill her here. You probably do. Okay, nice. Now you want to try to. By the way, the ward over here, you can place it in this spot here, okay?
Yeah, that
Because
gives way more vision.
yeah, it gives way more vision. Because like this way, you check on the raptors, because you see them if they're alive or not. I think you see like 3 raptors over here, or
Yeah.
even maybe more. I don't know. I haven't checked that yet. But you also get the vision over here. Well, this one gives you only raptor vision. It's not that good. So, and like the difference is like you place this ward if you're staying here, and you place this ward if you're staying here. Like the difference is basically one step.
Yeah.
So I would recommend you to go for this ward here. I don't know what he was trying to do.
Yeah, that was kind of in by him, not gonna lie.
Okay, you want to secure the wave and then just go back, to be honest, right now. I believe you have like 1k gold almost. Okay, you have 880. So you can use that on, let's say, boots right now.
Yeah, I think I opted for magic versus boots this game, or threats.
Yeah, it's fine. They have a lot of 60, which is... I mean, Rakan, Syndra, and Camille. Yeah, it's fine. And they also
Yeah.
have like some AP damage, yeah. They're good. Oh, that's kinda...
Yeah.
Like, since she already got the wave here, okay, they were pushing the wave over here, right? Your tower is like tier 2, you don't have tier 1 to take your wave. Why don't you just like go over here, and this way, by the time they reach your turret, you're also there, and you're gonna secure the wave.
Yeah.
Because you greeded for the wave, right? You wanted the wave here.
Yeah.
So like, just go for the safest path, and that's it. Because like, if you run near your enemies, especially in a case where like there's no ways to take, there's no tower, they can easily jump on you. And like, you using the ultimate there was even worse because you have no escape afterwards. Let's say you walk towards here and you have ultimate, like let's say Camille jumps in, you just ult away, okay?
Yeah.
But like in a case where you don't have ult, they can just jump on you and you have nothing to do.
Yeah.
So
I think actually Camille was really fit at that point too. I don't remember.
she was 2 kills, but I mean Trinity Force is
She
there,
should try
so
for spike.
yeah. So yeah, that was a bad idea to be honest. But like here the thing is like before you, because you don't recall, you like keep wait like you do something else. Next wave comes in. You do something else again. Next wave comes in, and you want to recall because you have a lot of gold on you. But there's still a wave coming in, right? So you want to secure it. And what ends up happening is you overextend. Like it's your second overextend this game. Like one
Yeah.
on the lane and like one now, because you don't recall on the proper timings. Because right now on the Drake, let's say, yeah, you got 2 kills. Okay, that's fine. But like your team doesn't really need you for the Drake. Like your bot lane is winning hard. Your jungler is tanky, very tanky. So they can just take it and go back. They will just like play around you. They fought there because you're there and you have a very big advantage. But even if you were not there, they were splitted, so like they could still kill Shivana or something. Um, the idea is, if they cannot fight without you, they won't fight without you in most cases, especially in your elo. Like, let's say you're playing in bronze or like silver, they will go for fights all the time. But like, you're playing like in high plat, so people kind of understand what's going on right now.
Yeah.
So like when they see they cannot win a fight, in most cases, like it's gonna be very obvious. Let's say like, Vayne was very behind, and Shivana comes in. They will just take the Drake and run out, right? But the thing is, like, bot lane is winning right now, jungler is fine, so they can go for fights without you. They can secure the Drake without you. And like, if the enemy team was coming, they just take it and they run out. Especially like with Nami, I think she had ult, and like, a lot of things could have happened. So, the idea is like, you have 800 gold, you get the wave, you recall, you go there again. This way you don't get into situations that like you will be extending, like overextending for waves. Because like what happened is like you, instead of using that time you had for recalling, use it on to going onto Drake. So there was a next wave coming in, right? And then I
Yeah.
fight, like, you kill Rakan here, or like, was it before that? Wait. Oh, oh yeah. But yeah, a fight happens here. You kill Syndra, so you stay for one more wave, and then like by the time you take it, next wave comes in, and you overextend for it, and you end up dying. So it's just not worth it. What would happen if you recalled? It's like you recall, your team gets the Drake, then you could have like again killed the mid lane, but now you're healthy. You have boots as well. And like you can stay and secure the wave or like do something else, but you will be arriving for the last play basically. So you won't be doing so much things in a row, and you won't be like staying on lower HP. You won't be staying with less mana. You won't be staying without using your gold, because like the advantage is nothing if you don't use the gold. Like the gold is the advantage, but you don't if you don't use the gold into the items, there's no real advantage besides of experience advantage if you have. So you really
Yeah.
want to put that gold into items, otherwise it's completely useless.
Yeah.
So they end up winning this fight. However, it was kind of close in which, like, you're already giving shutdown. You don't want to get in such situations, but like, if you were there, you could help out for the
Yeah.
fight. Want to secure this, and then like, right now, you just want to see where Irelia goes. If Irelia goes mid lane, you would want to go like, let's say, top, because you don't want to be splitting the entire wave with her. Like right now, you're splitting one wave into 4 guys. Okay, it's not worth for you. You have two possibilities right now: go top lane and take the wave, or go bot lane. And since there's only one guy under the turret, it's misfortune here. You can go bot lane, dive her, get the tower, get the next wave, get it hit on the next tower, and that's it. And then you just recall. Okay, or you go mid again,
Yeah.
or you go top lane. It really depends what
I
happens afterwards.
yeah. I think I actually go for the blue buff here, to be honest.
The blue buff.
Yeah, our blue buff.
Yeah, I mean, like, right now the blue buff will stay there until you take it, right? It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Like, just secure what is like, because like Rift Herald won't be alive forever. Um, Towers won't be alive forever. However, yeah, like here you get the tower, but like if you recall, if you started going there faster, because like as soon as you walked, like you really walked into the lane, you wanted to switch and like either go top to take the wave that is there, because it's free
Yeah.
wave. And what you could have done is like take it, next wave is gonna come, you take it as well, and then you recall for blue. Or go bot lane and like you can ult from like for through the wall here. Misfortune is under the turret. It's a free dive right there. Misfortune does give some gold, like it's not giving full amount, but at least like 200 gold she will be giving it. So that's pretty good for you as well. And then you can secure the next wave, and then you can secure a tower hit on the next turret on the tier 2, which is very fine for you. So in both
Yeah.
plays, like either going top, either going bot, it's always a good for you situation. But right now, taking blue, as we like talked already about this, like you're
Yeah.
losing CS while taking something that won't die unless you kill it. Like always wave before the CS. Usually that's a bad idea from like Irelia to come mid, because like top lane wave is waiting for her because it's her wave. But you cannot control your teammates, so you just play around them. And
Yeah.
here that was the play you were looking for, or bot lane. In both cases, it's very good for you. But right now,
Yeah.
what ends up happening, you lose two waves on top. I'm 90% sure you're gonna do that, and you're taking like one blue. And if we start making some like easy calculations, blue gives 100 XP and some amount of 100 gold and some amount of experience, right? Even if the
Yeah.
experience is worth it, on top lane you could get um, next wave is cannon, which makes it 270 around that area. No, how much is it actually? 180. Around that area, doesn't matter. 10 gold is not a big difference. But like that means you get 270, right? One wave is 100, and then you have cannon wave. So like that's like 270 gold, 200 gold. Which one would you prefer to take?
Yeah. The bigger one.
Yeah, of course. Because like then you recall and you get 100 more. So that's 370 in total. While your in total from the blue buff would be only 100. Right?
Yeah.
Because who else would you take would take your blue? Like Aurelia won't take it because she doesn't need it that much. Zac doesn't need it either, and he's also your pre-mate. Vayne doesn't need it at all because she's AD carry, and like then you have Nami. Like why would Nami take the blue buff at all?
Yeah.
She can like get killed in 1 second. So the blue is for you. No one else is gonna take it. So you can go for plays on the other side of the map, take the waves, then you recall. You have home guard because it's gonna be 20 minutes on, like until you take it. So you're gonna go even faster to the blue, and then you can go for something else afterwards. Okay?
Yeah.
You just want to maximize your gold, especially when you're playing scaling champions. Here you're kind of going too deep. I think you should like go back, to be honest.
Yeah.
Right now bot lane wave is free for you. You should go. I'm pretty sure next wave, yeah, next wave is here. Whenever the next wave is pushing into you, okay, and it's somewhere here, the wave is pushing towards you, right? And your wave is stacking here. Since it's closer to your turret, your wave will probably get bigger at some point, okay? And
Yeah.
the minions are coming faster. So like when you kill this wave, you want to make sure a second a wave after that is not coming, because the path it has to take from Nexus to your tier 2 almost is bigger than you have to take from your Nexus to your tier 2, okay?
Yeah.
So you want to be checking, because like right now next wave is here, you want to take it as well. But you leave it, and now the entire wave is gone. Like you just lost an entire wave there. It's not good at all, right?
No.
And right now what you do is like you achieve nothing outside. Like nothing is happening, you just miss on free gold, free experience. You could be level 13 by now, because you needed like one wave for it, and you could have like gotten 100 gold more. Which is like, why not? Like it's 100% play, and like you get the lead. It's this way. Because for example, I'm gonna give you a good example right now. If I'm playing, let's say Echo or something, or like some other champion that scales well, okay? And I'm constantly on side lane, and you're constantly fighting with your teammates, I'm gonna be like insanely ahead in levels. Even if I'm not ahead in gold, I'm gonna be insanely ahead in levels. And at one point, I'm gonna be able to kill you, right? Because like level difference is something very important. Unless you're like 50 kills, I'm gonna have a chance to kill you. Because let's say you're level 12, I'm level 14 or almost 15, right? Because you're constantly fighting. And I'm also getting gold throughout that time, right? While you will be like staying mid lane, taking one wave to like 3-4 guys, you split it, you don't get almost any gold, but I'm getting all the gold for myself and experience for myself. So let's say if we meet 1v1 in 5 minutes, I'm gonna be like very far ahead from you.
Yeah.
Do you understand it?
Yeah.
And also since I'm gonna be split pushing, let's say I crash and take a tower, at some point you have to roam and go there and defend me, right?
Yeah.
But I can use that time since I crashed in the wave. I can use that time to rotate and actually start a fight with number advantage for my team. Since you're not there to like constantly be like punishing me, I can now start doing things. And you cannot really counterplay it because you're there for the wave. It's gonna take you time to take the wave, but I can rotate throughout that time. And I can force a 5v4 fight on mid lane.
Yeah.
So it's really important to understand split pushing. Like you don't want to play the game like it's an ARAM, because like this way you slow up your scaling process very hard, and especially when you're winning, this way you give them a chance to come back into the game. Because right now, if we take a look, like Camille is out leveling you. If you were playing like side lane more often, you will be ahead. The thing is like you don't want to be um, behind in levels when you're actually the winning team. That means you're doing something wrong. So
Yeah.
like if you use that time instead of like missing waves around the map or like forcing fights that were unneeded, you could have secured a level lead right now. and you could be much more powerful. And when it actually matters to fight, you could be like dominating them and like easily secure fights for your team. And as you can see, fights are coming very close now. You end up losing fights, which is not good. So like, let's
Yeah.
say if you were a little bit more ahead, you could have secured at least like one kill maybe or something. So it's always like very important to like maximize your gold income and also experience. I'm gonna speed up here. Oh wait. Okay, that's a good action. You want to recall now. You secure the wave, next wave is not gonna be coming soon. You cannot take the tower. However, Irelia is there and like if you wait for the next wave, she will be taking it, right? However, if you check on top lane, the top lane wave is pushing towards you. So by the time you recall, since it's no, actually is it pushing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is pushing. So by the time you recall and go there, the wave is gonna be even further because it's not next to your tier 1 turret. So that means when it's even like this, it's in the center of the lane. Both waves are gonna be coming almost at the same time, right? So that means the push will continue towards you. So if you recall now, you can get like a 10 CS wave. Well, let's watch this wave and see what's gonna happen. Okay, so right now you have a cannon wave there. Wait, someone was there. Camille, right? Camille went
Camille,
to
I
the.
think.
Okay, she. Oh fuck. Okay, so she kind of implemented some damage to the wave, so we cannot really track it really well. But yeah, the thing is you could get some CS there, so let's see what happens here though. I mean, they played very poorly. Like you're, let's watch this. Like you're pushing their bot lane, right?
Shivana just big time ended there as well.
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing to be honest. Like you're pushing bot lane, and instead of them grouping and actually defending bot lane, like Shyvana just comes in here. I don't know what she was trying to do,
Yeah, same. We just one shot her.
and like it opens so much possibilities for now. Cause like I was telling you to like go top when you were three, like there were three alive. But right now, in
Yeah.
this case, if they come in to defend, there's only one guy to defend. Because like right now, if Shyvana was a little bit smarter, she can ult and like she can E the entire wave. The entire wave is gonna disappear in most cases. Or like let's
Yeah.
say if Rakan is there as well, she can defend it. So like a lot of things can happen and like she can defend the tower. But right now, since she's dead, it's very free for you to stay here and take the towers. And then Camille, like, they're forced to go for Baron, because, like, if they lose Baron, the
Yeah.
game is kinda over.
Yeah, Camille TP top to stop them.
Yeah. So yeah, this was a good play from your side. Yeah, right now it really kinda overextends. You can, I'm pretty sure you can take, yeah, the red. Next wave is gonna come in on bot lane soon, so you can take it as well. But you end up recalling. Cause like, you can take some bonus gold here, cause next wave is coming in as well. And
Yeah.
you have a super minion, so yeah. That's a little bit of bonus gold that you're missing from time to time. Like you want to maximize the gold, and like since you were fine on HP and mana, you could stay for it. Because you have like red and blue, and everything is like healing you all the time.
Yeah.
Ooh, that was kinda too deep.
Yeah.
Okay, right now bot lane has to be defended, which you do. Okay, now top lane is your choice to go, which you do again. That's nice. Okay. You stuck with him, mate. Nice, nice. You take the Baron. Here though, you wanna go on Camille. Because like Rakan is on your team, that means he's gonna die
Yeah,
100%.
yeah, he's dead 100%. So should just go Camille to increase the amount of gold we get.
Yeah, like even if you don't kill her, uh, like 1v1, your team is very close, so they can come in into the fight if she tries to fight back. If she, however, tries to run, you'll catch her. So like, in all cases, she's 100% dead.
Yeah,
And this way you ace their team, pretty much. You're probably gonna catch her though. Yeah, that's nice. Wait, Syndra's on mid. Didn't Syndra die?
apparently not.
Okay, now she's dead. So, do you end the game here? Oh no, you
No,
don't.
we don't. They'll start respawning.
Okay, bot lane now you have to go for it. I believe I saw Misfortune, so I think... Oh no, she went mid, never mind. Okay. Right now though, you're very strong, so you can look for side lane kills, pretty much. For example, like the Syndra going there, you could have looked for a kill there. Because like right now with max loot, you can pretty much one-shot them, especially with your electrocute.
Yeah.
So you can look for to be more aggressive and like looking for side lane picks and everything. Because like if you kill Syndra, then like they have only like Camille and the game is over. And you also secure soul this way. Okay. Because like see like you're stomping, like you do so much
Yeah.
damage to them. And you end the game here, right?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.